Welcome back. All right, so first game of the day is done. Detroit and the Ottawa Senators. And quite the game. So it was Husso versus Korpisalo. Boos for DeBrincat right off the hop. Apparently they were booing him in the warm-ups, so yeah, makes sense. Larkin has a rush chance, that's tipped aside. The Sens press. Hamonic fires one wide. Chabot has a blast, that's kicked aside. We get more pressure by the Sens. They had a great first period. Booing, even if DeBrincat doesn't touch the puck, is occurring as well. So if he goes near the puck, he's booed. Greg has a rush chance, that saved. Some good energy, pace for an early game. Keep in mind that matinee games can be a bit of a slog, especially in the first period and especially early in the season. So the Sens press. Bernard Docker has a shot that's held. He's in the lineup and got called up because of the Zub injury, and based on today's result, they need Zub back. Shots are 5-0 Ottawa 6 minutes in. Greg tips one wide. It's all Sens at this point. Comfer has a shot that's tipped out. Chabot with a chance, that's kicked aside. The Sens just throwing everything at the net. Everything possible at Husso, hoping to solve him. The scoreboard welcomes DeBrincat back. The fans do not. Just don't. Tkachuk with a net feed, that's picked off. The wings press are kept to the outside. Things get punchy on a hold by Husso. You know Tkachuk's in the middle of it. He has words with DeBrincat. Not sure what was said there, but wasn't very pleasant. Wings come out of that with a power play. The Wings with back-to-back clears. Or the Sens come out of that with a power play. It was killed off, no shots on net, and I know that was their power play. The Sens power play, because the Wings were lethal on theirs. The Sens go right back to the power play with 4.5 minutes left. Again, a strong penalty kill by Detroit. Norris has a shot that's saved. The Sens cycle, and then Sanderson scores on the power play from Tkachuk and Norris at 16:54. He wires that one from the point. Great passing sets that up. And so the Sens have a 1-0 lead. Kelly with a near miss then as the Sens press for more. Things get punchy with 1 minute and 52 seconds left. The Wings come out of that with a power play, and they score. It takes 7 seconds, 18 minutes and 15 seconds into the period. Gostisbehere breaks the goose egg for Detroit. Larkin and Perron with the assists. It was a set play off the face-off to tie it. Wings then press for the lead. So coming out of the first, the game's 1-1. Detroit had to feel a little bit fortunate there because Ottawa ran that first period. Second period, the story starts to change. So the Wings nearly grabbed the lead early. Korpisalo saves there. Power play for Detroit. Shorthanded rush by Hamonic. Does not succeed. Greg clears it out next. Raymond is robbed. Korpisalo holds. Sprong has a shot that's blocked. Kopp has one that's caught and held as the power play ends. However, Veleno would bank one in off Korpisalo. He scores from Fisher at 4:18, so that's Fisher's first point of the year, and Veleno was very appreciative. Sens look to answer almost 8 minutes since their last shot on net. Hamonic not on in the lineup for a little bit here, so the Sens were down to 5 defensemen for a while. Wings press are kept to the outside. They don't get shots on that. Sens energy wasn't meeting the Wings' intensity since that tying goal, where the Wings just upped their game and it was Ottawa trying to keep up at that stage. Stützle has a slot shot that's held. The shot's 5-1 for the Wings at 8 minutes. Tarasenko's denied. The rebound cleared. We get a power play for the Sens. Wings felt that both a player on their team as well as the other team should have been going to the box, so they weren't happy. Sanderson fires one wide. Stützle has a net drive that's defended. There's a near miss by Batherson. Norris has a blast that's saved and cleared. There's a post for Kubalik. Power play's killed off. 3 shots during that power play. So the Sens had the last 6 shots as this game continues to be one of crazy momentum swings. We get a power play for the Wings. It's Hamonic to the box, so he came back in time to take a penalty, and the Wings score yet again. It's short side from in close. Perron gets that one, so he has a goal to go with an assist. Larkin and Gostisbehere with the assist, so Gostisbehere with an assist to go with his goal. That's at 14:54, and again, it's early in the power play. So Detroit, very efficient, Edmonton-like in their power play. Goals on back-to-back shots for Detroit as well. Very economical with their shot selection, which is kind of a Vegas trademark, right? So maybe there's some copycatting going on around the league. Stützle has a shot that's saved as the Sens press to respond. Things get punchy on a hold by Husso, and Tkachuk's in the middle of that again because that's what his job is. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4 out of that. Larkin misses one wide from the slot. Sherratt has a screenshot that's held. Stützle with a rush chance that's saved. The fans wanted to call, so did Stützle. One thing about Stützle, I really like his game. However, he does tend to be kind of temperamental. And I worry that that's going to cause him to take penalties this year that otherwise you would hope you're not seeing from Stützle. It doesn't here, but in the last game it did. So the ref's told that he sucks because that's what fans do. The fans call another one during that same play. Ref is told that he sucks still. Mata has a 2-on-1 shot that's held. The Sens then had some words for the ref as that led to the whistle after all these calls that the Sens and their fans felt were missed. Sanderson has a screenshot that's held. There's some pushing, and Tkachuk's in the middle of that as well. Like I said, you could do a Tkachuk counter if you just want to watch Ottawa and Florida games and count how many times they're in the middle of a scrum around the net. Sens come out of that with a power play with 2:02 left, so that's why Tkachuk does it. He's hoping to draw a power play for his team. Stützle has a blast that's held. His next one misses wide. Chabot has a screenshot that's held. Husso pretty sharp today. We then have 9 seconds of 4-on-4, meaning the Wings will start with a power play in the third period. So 1:49 left on that power play to start the third period. There's a glass issue that delays the start. Gostisbehere has a shot that's blocked out, and then 28 seconds in, Larkin scores on the power play. Gostisbehere and Seider with the assists. Nice tic-tac-toe, great power play. It's through a screen. Not sure what Korpisalo is going to do there. So the Wings, not a lot of shots, but really, really good shots. And again, that's something that the Vegas Golden Knights have done for years. And yeah, so that happens. Wings press for another. Rasmussen then had a fight with Tkachuk. They were unpleasant with each other in the first period. Sens come out of that with a power play. So again, Tkachuk drawing power plays for his team. There's a post for Batherson. Then there's a shorthanded Comfort chance. That's held. Kubalik tips one wide. Chabot has a shot that's blocked. Power plays killed off. Just one shot on net for the Sens there. And then Veleno. Veleno puts this one out of reach. He scores from Sprong at 7:23 to make it 5-1. And that was after Tarasenko was unable to bury one at the net. There's a rush the other way, and it's in the net. That's how the hockey works. But at 8:49, the Sens do answer. Sherratt fell on the play as Greg's coming into the zone, so Greg takes advantage of the fact one of their defensemen's out of commission, and he puts it in the net. Joseph and Chychrun with the assists. So Sherratt had his locker room. I didn't see him come back, so we'll see if he ends up missing some time. We get a power play for the Wings. It then becomes a minute and 2 seconds of 4-on-4, which made the fans happy. They cheered that call. It's nice to see them cheering a call. It's all killed off without much trouble, though, so Ottawa's not able to generate any kind of momentum out of that. DeBrincat misses one wide on a rebound. The Boo Birds were out when the Sens go offside with about 5 minutes left. There's a mask save on a Brandstrom chance. The rebound's cleared. Tarasenko had a net drive that saved. Sprong's then denied on a fast break. Wings press with a minute and a half left, and the benches were a little bit chirpy. Jamie McLennan, meaning to mute his microphone, hit the wrong button, and so some rather salty words got out over the airwaves. I think these teams really don't like one another, and they play each other 3 more times this year, and I could not be happier. So your final score is 5-2 for Detroit. They go to 4-1 on the season, playing very well. The Sens dropped to 3-2. They started well, they just couldn't finish it. So your shots on net: 14-3 Ottawa in the first, 14-8 Ottawa in the second, 12-10 Detroit in the third. Final shots 38-23 for the Sens. Power plays: Detroit 3 for 5, Ottawa 1 for 6. The hits 20-12 for Ottawa. Husso saved 36 out of 38. He was very good. Korpisalo, 18 saves on 23 shots. But outside of the goal by, I'll say the Perron power play goal might be one you'd want back. But outside of that, it was just really good, smart plays by the Detroit Red Wings. They get a couple of goals out of Veleno, so the depth scoring's there. And Detroit's 4-1. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.